NBA fans, welcome back to my channel. Jordan versus Lebron. Okay, now, I want to say thank you to all the subscribers. If you haven't subscribe, hit the notification bell, like and comment, share the channel. And you can hear my wife in the background cooking up tacos. Taco Tuesday! That's what LeBron used to always say. So I just find this interesting. Right here, we're going to talk about LeBron and how he wasn't the highest paid player on his team until the 10th season. I mean, and sometimes he wasn't the second, third, or fourth highest paid player on his team, but yet we were told that he was the most hyped player, had the most expectations, and just all this stuff that we've been told about this guy. And I'm like, how can you take this guy serious as a teammate and you're making more than this guy? Even when he went to Miami, as we'll see, you had guys making more than LeBron. Even when LeBron was with the Cavs in his fifth, sixth, seventh season, you had guys making more than LeBron. Now, a lot of people might say, oh man, he was on a rookie contract, or oh man, that don't matter. He signed a deal with Nike, that 90 million as a rookie, and that's fine. But a lot of people, they don't take into account that he's not gonna get that 90 million. So if he signed a $90 million contract, which is still great, you got to account for taxes. So he's probably only gonna get about 45 million after taxes, and then you got to pay your lawyer, you got to pay your agent, you got to pay your manager. So he'll probably get about 30 million of that. But still, let's look at this. His rookie season, Elgauskas was making 13 million, highest paid player. The second highest paid player was Eric Snow at five and a half. Elgauskas was 13 and a half. I think Tony Battle Petit or whatever his name is, he was making 4.4. Darius Miles was making 4.1, and LeBron was making 4 million. Now, if you want to see, like, if you look to the right, that's adjusted by U.S. dollars this by year or whatever. If you're like calculating what it would be in 2024. So just ignore that. So it wasn't making that much. 2005, 2006 season, his second season, Larry Hughes came to the team, top player, making 10.3 million. Elgauskas 6.7, Eric Snow 5.4, Danielle Marshall 4.7, and I can't see this, but I think LeBron was making about the same 4 million. And he's the fifth highest player on the team now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 seasons in a row, LeBron is the fifth highest paid player on his team. Really? Behind Eric Snow, Danielle Marshall, and guys like Tony Batty, and who is this? Darius Miles? Wow. I mean, make what you want of it, but it just seems weird to me. His third season, Larry Hughes is still making more than him at 13.3. Elgauskas, 9.4 million. Drew Gooden, I think he just came over in LeBron's third season to try to save him. Is making 6.6. Eric Snow is making 6 million, and LeBron is making 5 million. So LeBron is the fifth highest paid player in year 3. I mean, look, I don't know what that means. I know the guy signed a rookie contract, but like I said, we've been told that this guy was the it when he came into the league. Most hype player, all this nonsense. So we're going to get into what's that, year 4 in a minute, because you have people like Ben Wallace come in year 4. Shaq came over, and then he went to Miami, played with Wade and all these guys, and it's just funny to me that he still wasn't the highest paid player. What is telling me in reality that they begged these guys to come help LeBron. That they had to pay them, these players, these crazy salaries. I mean, I wouldn't say crazy, but I'm just saying they had to pay them more than LeBron just to get them to come play with LeBron. And why some of these guys were making this kind of money, I really don't know, because a lot of these guys were just like stand around players and they just watch LeBron play. So if they wasn't better than LeBron, how was they making more money than LeBron? But like I said, to me, I think they had to pay these guys crazy amounts of money, or more than they was worth, just to come over and help LeBron, because he really wasn't that dude. He didn't have those kind of skills defensively, offensively, to be this player that he was touted to be. He was supposed to be the next Michael Jordan, or better than Michael Jordan, or stuff like this. So 2007 and 2008, Ben Wallace came over, and now LeBron is the second highest paid player. Ben Wallace is making $15.5 million, and LeBron is making $13 million and some change. 2008, 2009, Ben Wallace still is making more than LeBron. Not that much more, but he's making more than LeBron. Ben Wallace is making 14.5. LeBron is making 14.4. And then we go into 2009, 2010. Shaq comes over, and Shaq is making a whopping $20 million a year. Highest paid player on the team, a washed up Shaq. I mean, I wouldn't say washed up. I guess he gets you like 14 points or something like that, but pretty much washed up compared to how it used to be. He's making more than LeBron. That's how much help LeBron needed, that they're going to pay this guy more than LeBron. And why they would pay this guy $20 million a year is just like mind blowing, because he's not that dude no more. He wasn't even like what he was in Miami. But this is just a pattern right here. You're paying guys who ain't really worth that money. You're paying them more than LeBron to come help LeBron. And you had LeBron making 15.7 that season, the second highest paid player behind Shaq. So we all know what happened after that year, when LeBron pooped his pants, melted down, and he went to Miami. And you can see right here that him and Chris Bosh is making the same amount of money. 2010-11, 2011-12, him and Chris Bosh is making the same amount of money. And then you go to 2012-13, him and Chris Bosh is making the same amount of money, which was 14.5, and then it goes 16 million each, and then 17.5 each. And that's just mind blowing. I mean, this guy was winning MVPs and everything like that. It wasn't until the 13-14 season, I guess that was LeBron's last season with Miami, where he was making more than anybody. So not until 2013-14 season, I think that's the season where they got swept. What, they got swept by the Spurs? No. It was a gentleman's sweep, I think. But they got blown out by the biggest margin in NBA Finals history. That season, he was making the most on his team. So it took him all those years, I think 10 years, before he was the highest paid player on his team. I mean, that's got to be a joke, right? That's got to be a joke. And That's why I can't take this guy serious, his career serious. He can't. To me, he can't be in the top 10 because they're paying players more than he was making. And a lot of these guys wasn't even all-star players, or they wasn't Hall of Fame players. We know Bosch is. We know Ben Wallace is. We know. Let me see. Shaq was, but still, yet some of these other players, when he was like fifth on a team in payroll, I mean that's just mind blowing. And then he had these other Hall of Fame players playing with him, like Shaq and Ben Wallace, making more money than him, and they was washed up. So that just tells you a lot. And you're telling me Chris Bosh should be making as much money as LeBron? Wow. So I don't want to hear nothing about no rookie contract. You guys said he was the most hyped player ever and blah 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 and all this stuff. I don't think Michael Jordan was the fifth highest paid player on this team at any time, and I'll be shocked if he was the nothing but the highest paid player on his team coming into the league. Um, Maybe he wasn't, but I'll be surprised if if he wasn't the highest paid player on this team. But I already know for sure he wasn't no fifth highest paid player signing a rookie contract. That's just ludicrous to me. So I mean I just always found this interesting when I looked at the pay scale of rookies and you know uh, the Cavs payroll and the Heat's payroll and stuff like that. LeBron really didn't really become the highest paid player until like I mean you could say the last year with the Heat, but in reality, when he went back home to the Cavs. So tell me what you think.